In 5th grade, my nickname was Butterfingers. Let me tell you how I got there. Every day at school, we'd go out for recess and we'd play football. And I was always the last guy to get picked because everyone knew that if you threw the ball my way, it would slip right through my fingers. I remember one day, I was in the end zone wide open because no one ever dared to guard me, and the quarterback was looking at every possibility, and finally, because no one else was available, he threw the ball my way, and I didn't disappoint. I dropped it. Butterfingers. But then there was one day that changed everything. In gym class, our teacher, Mr. Trumbull, said, "All right, we're going outside and we're going to play catch." I don't know why he chose that activity for that day, but it was to leave a profound impact on my life. He had all of us one by one run out onto the field, and he simply threw us the ball. When it was my time to go out, I could hear the kids snicker in the background, "Butterfingers is gonna drop it." And I ran as fast as I could, and I turned around, he threw me the ball, and I caught it. I actually caught it, and everyone was shocked. Then he threw it to me a second time, and I caught it again, and then a third time, and I caught it again. The next day, the quarterback took a chance on me, and at one point in the game, he threw me the ball, and I caught it in the game. And I had a pretty decent game. And from that point on, I went on to go to the NFL. Not really, but I did become a decent player, and I had a much more fun time at recess. And one day, one of my friends came up to me, and he said, "TK, what changed? Ever since that day with Mr. Trumbull, you haven't been the same." And I said, I guess that's just the difference it makes when someone doesn't doubt your ability to catch the ball. Up until that point, no one expected me to do it. Mr. Trumbull just made no assumptions whatsoever. He was open to possibility. Now, I was lucky to have him believe in me, but the real lesson I learned that day was that I had the power to redefine myself. Instead of defining my future possibilities based on past failures, I could create a new narrative of what I was capable of. We all have dreams, we all have goals, but sometimes we get stuck in these old stories that say, "Oh, I could never achieve that because of all of these times in the past when I dropped the ball." In what ways are you doing that to yourself? My challenge for you this week is I want you to think about something that you want to achieve. And I want to ask you, how can you redefine yourself? How can you create a new possibility that isn't attached to what you failed at in the past? Thanks for checking out this week's Motivational Monday. Don't forget to check us out on YouTube and subscribe to our podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and Google Play. You can find all of this and more at our website, feed.org/rev1. Stay inspired.